EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Pass caught down at the 20. Touchdown, Mizzou, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw in the first play of this semifinal. The receiver grabs it. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Refusing to be stopped on this play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And they'll use the ground game here. As the first down is still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Bringing pressure. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Here's the second down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. And the receiver's got it. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. 3rd and short here in this playoff game, and the 8th play of the drive. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Over the middle, it's Arkow. Looks like Kentucky will have the 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Kentucky. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So with playoff pressure for it, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw. It's Frazier. Running back has it on a screen now. Passes the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield. Put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Oh, look at the quick cut. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Alexander. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
He missed it. Off target that time. And here in the first quarter, it remains a tie ball game.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Looking to pass. It's Frazier. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
But that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
Incompletion in first half makes it 2nd and 10 in the 47. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to scramble. Back-to-back deep shots. Deep ball caught inside the 10. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I really like this call. I know it doesn't work out, but just trying to catch the defense napping, trying to get the ball to the edge as quickly as you can. Doesn't work out, brings up a big 3rd and goal.
They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already, and they find the end zone this time. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Kentucky offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Catch made off the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. What recipe you get on 1st and 10?
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And there's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. In the clear at the 25. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
He'll take off from the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Play action here on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Frazier. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into the clear. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll finally let it fly deep to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch way down to the 25.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Couldn't find anybody open, he just has to throw it away. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The shotgun running play call. Quick spin on the run. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. To throw, it's Frazier. Rollers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. first down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Using his legs, it's Green. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Secondary backed up off the ball now. It's an out route, the catch made. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. The timeout is called. We'll talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He escapes the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that will help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. That one straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a dart right down the middle. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. Has the first down and more. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. You know, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
With the catch, it's Alexander. Finding some room at the 25. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. Back to pass. It's Frazier. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Incompletion in first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Had the big play to start the drive, but now, after 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
That one lands and bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. To throw, it's Frazier. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Chris, it's an incompletion here, but at some point this defense has got to be aware that this offense is doing everything they can to get this receiver the football. He's got over 150 yards receiving. You got to double team this guy or they're going to keep finding ways to get him the ball.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Hand it off for a draw. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this 3rd down. Quick throw over the middle. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The punt team making their way on the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Press coverage now from the secondary. The back's got it. And it'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looking to pass. It's Frazier. Defense is coming after him. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's looking deep here. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And Kirk, is Missouri with the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Okay. 3rd and goal. Can the defense come up with a huge stop here? Scanning the field. It's Frazier. Catch made by the tight end. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The
Set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. And he's got it, no problem. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking to set up a screen pass here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
First set of downs for the offense, first down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Short pass finds the tight end. That completion sets up a 3rd down play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking right, this one caught.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Fights through a tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offer.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Leaning on the run game here late. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He shreds the tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, it's Frazier. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive, go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver, comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Second and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Ball handed off. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to beat the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First down and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Can he get there on the ground? So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now